Hey guys, Jonathan here, super excited with an unboxing not only of the iPhone 7, but the 7 Plus as well. Now first up, we're going to jump into the jet black iPhone 7, which you know is the case because it is the only one that comes in a special black box. Personally, I would have loved to have seen Apple include black Apple stickers, just like they did with the Mac Pro, which really would have completed the package. And honestly, going into this video, I thought I was convinced with matte black, but getting a chance to really look at and hold jet black, good God, does this thing look good. There's something about the way it feels in your hand that is super premium and in turn making me reassess my life decisions. As far as what's inside the box, the iPhone 7 and 7 Plus now come with Lightning equipped earpods because there is no headphone jack. You get a lightning cable, the USB wall adapter, and surprisingly Apple includes the lightning to 3.5mm audio adapter, which you're not going to have to buy. Now next up, this is the black iPhone 7 Plus, and even though on paper this color is technically referred to as black, for the sake of clarity and my sanity, to me it is matte black. Now deep down, ultimately I think I do still prefer matte black. It is super clean and stealthy, but getting a chance to see these two side by side is making my decision infinitely more difficult, so let me know if you are team matte black or team jet black. Now the iPhone 7 and 7 Plus share a ton of things in common, but ultimately this is a comparison and my job is to hopefully help you decide which may be a better fit. So first I'm going to break down the differences. Now before I jump in honor of iPhone 7 week, starting today throughout the next week, there will be 7 chances to win an iPhone 7 or 7 Plus. So if you haven't yet, make sure you are subscribed, and it's probably a good idea to turn on notifications so you don't miss these upcoming uploads. And it's not required, but if you appreciate this chance, you're ready for an iPhone 7 or 7 Plus, and you're feeling like being awesome, make sure to smash that like button. Now first up, the obvious difference between the two is size. With the iPhone 7 Plus, you're getting a 5.5-inch 1080p display, and with the iPhone 7, you're getting a 4.7-inch 1334 by 750 display. Now side by side, as far as the display goes, there is no question the iPhone 7 Plus is more enjoyable. It's bigger, it's higher resolution. That's going to lead to an overall better experience whether you're playing games, watching movies, or consuming media. Now with the bigger display comes a bigger phone, which to me can be a little bit of a negative factor with the 7 Plus. The regular iPhone 7 to me is the perfect size for one-handed use, and I find sometimes with the 7 Plus I drop it because it is a little too big. Now as far as performance goes, both the iPhone 7 and 7 Plus are rocking Apple's A10 Fusion chip. The difference between the two, however, is the iPhone 7 Plus has 3GB of RAM, whereas the regular iPhone 7 only has 2. In terms of sheer benchmarks, that extra gig of RAM really didn't lead to any extra performance, but as far as what that leads to in terms of real-world benefits, the iPhone 7 Plus is going to do a slightly better job at handling multitasking than the iPhone 7. Now aside from size and screen resolution, the other giant difference between the two are the cameras. Both are rocking that 12-megapixel rear camera action, but if you couldn't tell, the iPhone 7 Plus has 2 lenses. So with the iPhone 7 Plus, the way it works is you have a wide-angle lens combined with a telephoto lens. So what that means is you're able to go from 1 to 2 times zoom instantly just through hardware. You're able to push it to 10 times digitally, but the 1 to 2 times through hardware is really nice. These right here are shots that I took on the iPhone 7 Plus. First is the wide-angle lens, and this is what it looks like switching to the telephoto lens. Honestly, being able to have that extra focal length instantly is super clutch. You can see exactly how well it works, but I did notice the telephoto lens is not nearly as good in low light as the wide-angle lens. If you're outside or you have plenty of light, it is never going to be an issue, but where I noticed it getting a little grainy is inside where the light started to dip. Overall though, super impressed with the cameras on the iPhone 7 Plus and 7. The obvious advantage with the 7 Plus is the dual lens, but on a positive note, with the iPhone 7, as far as video goes, it now has optical image stabilization. So now with that, you're not going to necessarily have to jump into a bigger phone to get that feature, but you are going to have to jump into a bigger phone if you want that dual lens setup. So here we're jumping over to the front-facing camera, which is now 7 megapixels. It's pretty windy up here, so it'll be interesting to see how it handles that, but let me know what you guys think of the quality with a comment down below. Now jumping back into the similarities and really my overall impressions with the 7 and 7 Plus, I was really eager to test out the water resistance. So to test the water resistance, we are killing 2 birds with 1 stone. We got a little video test from the iPhone 7 Plus, and we're gonna dunk the iPhone 7, in this water. So, here we go. Cold. Shake it off, give the jet black a bath, and everything's good. IP67 for the win. Now stereo speakers are also something you get across the 7 and 7 Plus. Getting a chance to listen to these stereo speakers up close, they are definitely not mind-blowing by any means to the point where you're going to want to replace a Bluetooth speaker, but compared to anything previously offered on any iPhone, it is miles better. Now lastly, the big difference between the 7 Plus and the 7 is battery life. I will say there are huge improvements to the 7 as far as battery life goes. Compared to the 6S, you're getting 2 more hours of battery life, whereas with the 7 Plus, you're only getting an hour over the 6S Plus. But at the end of the day, if I was going to pick one based solely off battery life, it would hands down be the 7 Plus. Without a doubt, you're gonna be able to get through the entire day, which makes it really nice if you're on the road or you travel a lot. Aside from that, thank you guys very much for watching, and today there's a chance to win 2 iPhones, an iPhone 7 and 7 Plus. I'll be announcing the winners a week from today on Instagram, so all you gotta do is follow me there and leave a comment on the photo I linked down below. Again, if you haven't yet, make sure to subscribe because this is just the beginning. This is Jonathan, and I will catch you guys later.